Hey folks, how's it all going? Welcome back, Old Man in the Land of Grills. Folks, got a crummy day out, got some rain coming, windy too. So what better day than to do some grill maintenance? And that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna work on this Weber Platinum One Touch. It's 2010, 2011, they only made it for 2 years. But my ash sweep needs to be replaced on there. And I did order one from Weber. And that's what we're gonna do today. So if you wanna know how to replace your ash sweep, stay tuned. All right, I guess the first question you're going to ask is how do you know that your ash sweep needs to be replaced? So I was doing a burn-in on the Weber here, and I've got, you can see it kind of looks like a pizza pan, built a diffuser plate. So if you were to purchase this new for 2020 Weber Master Touch Premium, they have a plate down there. It's stainless steel and a basket, charcoal basket underneath. And a lot of people are, a little, I don't know, just they would like to have one of those for their grill, but they don't want to spend the $350 for that grill. And right now, I'm hoping Weber's going to change their mind and we'll start them as a separate accessory. So I decided to make one. And Tom Horseman YouTube, if you want to see how to do that. So I made one on a couple pizza pans. And then I've got some perforated metal, and I made the basket and made it a little bit bigger. And I was doing a burn-in using this grill because I built it perfectly for this grill. And I noticed that I was having a hard time, maintaining temps. So let's get a glove on here and just pull that bottom charcoal grate out. And I noticed that, see that one right there is loose. The other ones are pretty tight, but that one right there is loose. So it's letting air in, and I can't control the temp. So the real purpose of that plate is to be able to get good temp control. So we're gonna take this off. I've never done this before, so I'll be new just like you. And I think I'll clean up the inside of the grill a little bit too. And you'll see it as I do it. All right, there's what comes in the kit. Even get a new handle. And it comes with instructions, which I'm going to have to use because I honestly don't have any idea how this works. They come numbered 1 and 3 and 2, and the everything's different on the bottom. You got this. I'm sure this is the keeper or something like that. And there's one of these, and there's one of those. So there ain't a whole lot of parts and pieces. It's just a matter of how you do it. So I have a feeling I have to get the sawhorses out and flip this thing around. So I'll give you a look-see as we go, folks. All right, got it flipped over, folks. Oh man, disgusting. We're gonna be doing some cleaning today also. What a great time. And you can see how this grill was, they just take a regular grill, because you can see there's the pockets for the legs, and then put the whole contraption on here. As I said, this is one of my more favorite designs that Weber did. It's a shame they only made it for 2 years. But it shows taking a screwdriver and put it in under that thing right there, and then trying to pry it around to get that thing loose. And that's going to be the whole key here, is getting this handle loose from there. And once you can do that, then it looks like the whole thing pops out. So let's get to doing that. All right, to make things easier, I took the ring off. I'm going to clean that up and buff it up today too also. And that's just 3 tabs. 1, 2, 3, that they go right into there. So I haven't gotten that out yet, and I'm just taking a look at the instructions here and looking at the new one. You can see there's this little, right there, see that tab? So there's a tab that has to be turned down, and it is turned down, and I have to get it to turn up. And then it slides out through that slot right there. So that's what I'm working on right now. All right, I ended up using a flat blade screwdriver, just like that one there. And I ended up, using a hammer and banging on it. I was able finally to get it to turn, and then you line it up with that slot, and I'm doing this one-handed, but there, it comes out. The rest of it should come off relatively easily. All right, obviously got her off. Got to flip it over and get those things off there. In the meantime, I got distracted and I took the ash pot apart and sanded it down, painted the outside with some high temperature black, and then the ring I've cleaned up real good and polishing it with some of this Mother's Mag and aluminum polish, and then painted the holder there for the ash pan. So let's get it, making you dizzy here. Get it upside down here and get to taking it apart. All right, so to get the old one out, you just got to kind of get underneath. My gloves on here. I'm using a cotter pin puller, cheating, and just there you go. Throw that away. We'll get the inside of the bowl cleaned up, and then we'll start installing the new one. All right, everything's all cleaned up and restored. Now what I'm figuring out is why they're numbered 1, 2, and 3 is that there's a sequence, as you can see, that this all goes together, and it all revolves around this dude right here. And I'm not really sure about that hole. I've got it lined up with the hole, but I don't think all 3 of them line up with the hole, because you put number 2 in, like such, and that's the correct angle. And number 3 has a little tab. See it right there, and that's what kind of locks it all together. I believe, kind of like that. Hang on, yeah, like that. There. So that's how it goes together. Really not that hard. Just got to follow the instructions. So let's get it over to the grill. All right, that's what it looks like from the top, and on the bottom there, you can't really see it, but let me get you repositioned here, and I'll show you what we got to do. All right, we got one of these things to put on yet on the bottom. You can see it's better to show you the illustration where that goes. I'm going to put that on and probably try and see if that'll lock it in enough so I can flip this over and give you a better view of putting the handle on. All right, as you can see, it looks a lot nicer now than it did before. We still got to figure out this though. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to lay the grill on its side. That way I'll be able to push that in as I put that rod in. It's just the opposite of taking it apart. So it's a little finesse there, but I think it's doable. Let's give it a shot. All right, just a reminder, there's only one end that's got, see that slot? That slot's got to go toward the front where the handle is, and that'll go through, and then this piece goes on, and then the handle goes through, and then you turn it to lock it in place. Makes sense, doesn't it? All right, sometimes you gotta think a little bit. The hardest part is getting this other ring on there. You gotta have your hand around the back side of the grill, pushing in, put that in, and then I found a little piece of wire, and I just put that through the hole to keep it. Now I can pull it out because I got the other side started. Remember, you gotta get that notch. It's gotta go right through this right here. Easier said than done. There we go. And then you're supposed to turn it. There. And that's what locks it into place. Let's get her down and take a look at it. It cleans up pretty nice. That's what's nice about this enamel coating on these Webers, is that they clean up real nice. This was, I tell you what, this is like if you got 3 hands, if you got an extra hand to help you out do this, it'll make it a lot easier. But I did it by myself. And that was about 2 hours worth of goofing around, but I did a lot of cleaning and some painting and some restoring along the way. If I was just to do this, and I had done it before, probably 30 minutes tops. And the hardest part was getting it apart and then figuring out how to get that down and to put that final little washer on the bottom that locks it in. But brand new, all set to go, folks. Tom Horseman at YouTube. Hope you enjoyed this. Thumbs up, leave a comment, and as always, can't say it enough. I really, really appreciate you watching.